I'm going to make a video on replacing this door here on a 2015 Ford Transit 350. So I will show step-by-steps on how to take it out and replace it. So apparently when you break this door here, as you can see, you have to replace the whole assembly. So it's not just a door or just this part, I guess. I'm trying to see. So what happened on this one? Well, actually, yeah. So in this one, the clip there is not staying in there. I guess it's supposed to look something like that. Is the bottom one, but this one, it's not doing that job. Anyway, so you have to replace the whole assembly. The only thing you don't replace is this white trim here, and this has to be taken apart. So I am going to figure out how to take that off and put it on the new assembly, and I will show you how that is done on this Transit here, and I will show you the part. So went to Ford and got this part brand new from the dealer. It's the part number right there. Ford, or genuine Ford parts. Whoops. Here's the entire assembly. Here's a little door. 1 second. Sorry, I'm fumbling with this thing. I need to get a stand or something. I had a little mini stand that broke. So I guess that's what the hinge is supposed to look like. It no longer looks like that, so it's broken. And I'm sure it probably happened to everybody that's watching this video, where you come out, you jump out of this thing, and you get caught on this thing, and then walk past it, freaking break it. You know, that's all she wrote, I guess. After that, and you got this flappy, loose thing here. So that's what I'm gonna replace. All right, see if I can set you up, and then I'll talk to you which tools you're gonna need to replace it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I guess this is gonna be shaky cam to show you what it is. But anyway, so it takes 3 of these T25 Torx screws, 2 on the bottom, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 on the top. Now to take this off, just pretty much pry it out. So what I'm going to use is, this is supposed to be like a interior trim tool. I already broke the prongs off of this thing, the little fingers that stick out of there. I already broke it a long time ago, and sometimes I just use it for whatever prying job I might need. But for here, essentially I just stick it wherever I might be able to get good leverage, and then at the same time probably stick another screwdriver somewhere else to kind of hold it, Jesus Christ, hold it open. It has 3 tabs. There's one there, there's a few other ones. Here's on the new one, this is what they look like. So it's mounted in like that, and you got 1, 2, 3, and I guess another one on the other side. Oh, a few other ones on the other side, 2 more. Anyway, so I mean, you're not gonna need the old ones. So I just kind of prop it open like that and just, I don't really care if they're gonna break. The only thing is you have to keep in mind is that it might still be kind of hooked behind this thing, this trim here. I'm pretty sure this is just clipped in, so maybe it won't do any damage if you pop that off, but I'm gonna attempt to take this off without having to undo the bottom, and I'm just gonna pop it off from the top mostly, and I'll go from there. So shake it cam time. Okay, that's what it looks like so far. See, one of them broke, one of the tabs broke, but pull this out of there, lift it up, got it out. Let me see what this looks like. So this thing goes in this hole, so it looks like you might actually have to take this off. You can see what's holding it in place. See that tab there? So I'm gonna try to very carefully remove that. Looks like you have more than two. You might have two and two. So one here and then one underneath it. And the same thing here. One here and then one underneath it. I don't think there's anything else holding it. So try to pry it. That was easy. Okay, so I guess you are going to have to remove this thing. Okay. Now this plastic, this white cover here needs to come off. If you're going to transfer it over to this door here. And you see how this thing is held in place with these clips. So I'm going to take it apart from the other one and then show you how to install it on this one. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the way that you remove this off of there is you have to push. There's going to be a little plastic inside here. You want to push it in. I get something that's actually going to fit in there. Push it in, and then at the same time push it out that way. So what I did is I stuck this in here and I just twisted it and it came loose. However, I did not push that button, a little clip, and I broke it. So I'm assuming that's how it goes. And it's supposed to lock up against this thing here, against this thing there. So I guess through here you push it in. This has a little bit of flex. It's supposed to flex in a little bit, and then you can use something like in this case it worked very well, but I didn't take the caution to make sure that that little retaining clip didn't break. So I stuck it in here and then I just twisted, and it forced it to slide off. These slides here has several. So see, 4 in the middle and then 4 in the outside, I guess. 2 and 2. So now this is broken, so it might not even stay in there. If it's rattling around, I guess we'll find out, I guess. But that's how you take off this trim, and then you apply it to the new one, and that's what I'm going to try, and I'm going to tell you and see how it works out. Okay, so it slid on there very well. I had no problem putting it on there. It actually took me like 10 seconds to put that on there. The only problem is that now it's not guaranteed to stay on there because it doesn't have that little plastic tab that I broke. So if I'm gonna try to take it off here. So if I push it, I can unsnap it with no effort. But in this case, let's say you do break it like me. If you want to make sure it doesn't come off, you can probably put some crazy glue or Gorilla Glue or something like that on these slides, and then slide it in place. And I think it'll be good enough. If it falls off on me, I'll make a video on it. I'll put an update on it, but essentially you just slide it in all those angles, these places the way they belong. Just push it in. I think that's all of them. I think I got them all. Nope. Did I? Yeah, I got them all. You could look in there and see they're all in the position. So I think it's okay. There it is. I think it's alright. So now, put it back in place. Remember, you have to take the trim off. And you line up the tabs, you line up the filler neck there. Guess I'm lining that up first. Squeeze it into place. Get over the filler nozzle there. And make sure that you don't break any more tabs. So I think I'm gonna close it and see if I can do it that way. I feel confident that I'm not gonna break anything else. So I got the plastic things lined up over here. It looks like that plastic guide in the bottom. You can see that it's gonna go in fine. So this will give me a little bit more leverage. So I'm gonna push in. It's kind of hard. Just make sure that all the guides are in position. Alright. Wish I had a stand or something for this so you could see what I'm trying to do. But essentially just make sure that all these tabs, you can see them, barely see them, aren't hitting something. That's the one I'm trying to get into place. Okay. So, try to back up a little bit and then try to push it into place. Looks like it went in. Got the filler almost all the way on there. Just to make sure that the lip, the rubber, because kind of like a grommet, goes around the neck of the head here. So it looks like I got all the tabs lined up. I could even tug on it a little bit. It's holding. There's no gaps around the edges. I didn't break anything else. I got the door on there. So like I said, I'm putting a good tug on it. It's not falling off. So hopefully it stays in. Even though I broke that little security tab. But like I said, there's 3 T25s Torx, and then you just pry it off. So make sure you take this plastic trim off also. So I'm trying to show you this, doing it one-handed. Swap hands. This is going to be very raw footage of me doing this. Maybe little editing, if any. So it's kind of what it would probably look for you if you're doing this. So from what I understand is, I looked it up, and the transits, these bigger ones, not the small connects, but the transit 150s, 250s, 350s, the bigger ones, I guess are made from 2013 and up to current. So if you have those bigger models, then it's probably what you have to do to replace this door, and I think it's pretty common. So there, I don't have anything missing here. You'll line them up to those holes there. You push on it, it's pretty secure. And then on mine, this fell off also, 'cause somebody hit it along the board there. So I also got that. No, I got that replaced. I'm gonna replace it. This guy's where to go. Oh, there it is. And that's the outside trim. And that's the part number for that. So I can line this up, make sure that I put it on correctly. Okay, so the taper, well, there's two tapers, but like the rounder, so it's kind of like a D shape. Get these lined up. There we go. So it looks like with the door closed. There you go. There you go. Make sure not to break it again. Okay. So very rough footage, but I was able to do it with one hand, even though I had to juggle making this video. But with two hands at home, you guys will have no problem. So there you go. Thanks for watching.